Hello, welcome back to EIS1A. This is week 6. This week, we will focus on two areas, reading and suggestions. Do you like reading? If so, what kind of books or articles do you like to read? If you don't like to read, why not? Do you like watching and listening better than reading? Do you have any books, movies, or music you like to suggest for your classmates to check and enjoy? The first task of week 6 is to practice to make a suggestion by posting your suggestions on forum on Manaba. Suggest a book that you have read to your classmates. Give the name of the book, the author, briefly describe the story and explain why you like it. Comment on at least 2 suggestions that your classmates have written. The due for this task is on Monday 1st of June, 3 p.m. for Thursday class members, and for Monday class members, Friday 5th of June, 3 p.m. Task 2. Read and comprehend. Read the article titled How AI-Enabled Product Recommendations Work, a brief overview, which you can download from Manaba's forum and post your comments on the forum. When you read the article, write difficult vocabulary in your notebook. It is important to write down vocabulary in order to improve your speed of reading. You should increase the volume of vocabulary. The due for this task is same as the previous one. For Thursday class members, Monday, the 1st of June, 3 p.m. and for the Monday class members, Friday, 5th of June, 3 p.m. Now, look at the PDF coursebook, Icebreaker number 9. Ask your partner or partners questions given in Icebreaker number 9 and take notes. Submit your Microsoft Word file onto Manaba's assignments. The due are here, so please check it out. Icebreaker number 9. Questions about reading. Use the questions given on the coursebook and, of course, your original questions in order to have a conversation with your partners. Take notes so that you will be able to explain what your partner said about. There are 11 questions on the coursebook, and the first question, for example, is, what do you usually read? Do not forget to ask the reasons because supporting information is very important when you speak and write in English. Here is a sample answer of how to complete the series of practice. You should include the class, the week, your student ID and name, and your partner's ID and name on top of your Word file. Then, start to type the answers for each question as a sample on the slide displays. For example, the question number 1 is, what do you usually read? Ask your partner the questions and write down what your partner says. You need to write down the reasons for your partner's answers. In the sample, my partner Shun answered that he often reads journal articles about political science and sometimes reads magazines featured with a road bike. The supporting reasons for his answers were: 1. He is very keen on learning international politics because that was his theme in the dissertation. 2. He exercises with his road bike every morning for an hour, so he wants to keep updated with the latest news on bikes. Now, look at the PDF coursebooks, Unit 8, Suggestions. Please complete the practices 1 and 2 with your study partners. Combine the answers of Icebreaker number 9, Reading, and Unit 8, Suggestions in one Microsoft Word file. Then submit your Microsoft Word file onto Manaba's assignments by the submission deadline. Be careful, you will not be able to submit your file after the deadline. This slide shows a sample answers of Practice 1 of Unit 8. The given situation here is too stressed out these days. So my partner Shun suggested me to relax by joining online yoga lessons. Then I should say, yes, maybe, but the suggested plan is not going to work with some reasons. So I replied in a conversation that, yes, maybe, but I want to take in fresh air instead of exercising indoor. After my response, my partner gave me another suggestion by saying, well then, why don't you take a walk outside and do some stretch? But make sure that you should put your face mask on when you go out to prevent infectious diseases. Here is a sample of practice 2 of Unit 8. You and your partner are going to be given a specific situation and make a conversation by offering suggestions. Now, let's take a look at the situation given in the question number 1. You and your partner are waiting in a transit lounge to take a plane that leaves in 4 hours, and you suggest going into the city. Your partner replies by saying, our plane will not leave for another 4 hours. So, Shun and I made a conversation like this. Please look at this slide. Yes, got myself. Well, why don't we get out here and walk around the city and have a cup of tea at a comfortable cafe? And Shun said, I just wanted to propose this exact same idea because I am bored of sitting on this bench. Yes, go myself. Okay, then let's go and come back here in an hour or so. And Shun said, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Shall we? Now you're on the last practice, practice 3. Practice 3 of Unit 8 requires you to make suggestions and responding. The situation is given as the slide shows. The Japanese government has to select gifts that represent Japan to be taken on a spacecraft that will land somewhere in space where there may be another intelligent life form. On your own, decide on 5 gifts. Make sure you can say why you selected the certain gifts to your partner later. Then interview your partner about their gifts and reasons why your partner chose such gifts. Last but not least, here is an announcement for our next real-time lesson schedule. For Thursday class, the live session will be held on 4th of June from 10 to 10:30. For Monday class, on 8th of June from 10 to 10:30. Make sure to be in front of your computer and sign in 5 minutes before the class starts, please. Well, see you next week.